How good are the JLab JBuds Air Sport wireless earbuds really? Well, let's find out. So as you saw in the intro, I will be taking a look at the JLab JBuds Air Sport or Air Sport S True Wireless Earbuds. So how good are they? Well, we'll be getting into that, but first let's take a look at the packaging. This is the first thing you'll see when buying or opening this package, and it's pretty good packaging. It tells quite a bit about the product. So you obviously have your picture on the front. It says it's best for sports, 40 plus hours of playtime, Bluetooth, dual connect, custom EQ, movie mode, IP66 sweat proof, be aware mode, or you can just use them like normal earbuds. It says it has long battery life as well, has some promotional marketing with the MLS on one side. So pretty good packaging, I would say. It tells quite a bit about the product, which is a good thing. All the features, what it's good at, etc. So let's open it up. Obviously what's most important is what's inside of the box. On the left side you'll see it has instructions for the controls, JLab, and it opens like this. There is a manual, obviously some good information. You should read it, even though I didn't read it all the way through. It's a good idea too, because that tells quite a bit. And obviously, here is the most important part of the product, the main product itself, the JLab JBuds Air Sport wireless earbuds. So, like I said, these are meant for sport. It says so even on the box, best for sport. It has the piece that goes around the ear. It doesn't just go in the ear, it has a piece that goes around it, so they don't fall off as likely or move around quite as much as the normal ones would when you would be doing sports or activities. So that is why these are considered sport earbuds. Overall, pretty big case. You aren't going to want to carry this around in your back pocket, that's for sure. Your front pocket is going to be kind of tight as well. Your backpack, purse, whatever, will be just fine. But big case. For me, who likes to use them a lot, it won't be as nice to carry these around, so that's disappointing. But obviously you can't have everything, unfortunately. So with the bigger case though, it means you have more battery than some other earbuds would. I've charged this case like 4 to 5 times maybe in over a month, so I would say this has great battery, and I've used these a lot, so overall I think this has great battery life. The earbuds have great battery too. Obviously I don't use them a whole lot, just sitting out. Like when I'm done with them, I put them in here to disconnect Bluetooth, and just because it's what they go in. So I've never really had to experience using them without the case nearby, but I'm sure they'd last for a decent while before you'd have to put them back in the case. There's only like one case where an earbud died, and I forget the scenario, but yeah, I had the case nearby and was able to charge it. But overall, the case has a great battery. Highly recommend that part. Even though it's a bigger case and you aren't going to be as portable with it, it's awesome. It has a great battery. As for the wireless earbuds, their battery is decent as well. Not quite to the level of this, and you will need to charge them or put them back in their case. Opening them up, we have the two earbuds. The right earbud is on the left, and the left earbud is on the right. Kind of ironic. I think they did that because of the way the case is made. They wanted it to be curved on the sides or whatever, and if you put this over here and that over there, it just look maybe a little more awkward, so I guess it looks nicer to have it like that. The earbuds left on the right side and right on the left side, although it makes for some confusion and it's kind of ironic. But the case has LED indicators. There's 3 on the front. There's blue ones sometimes, and then there's sometimes white ones. The left LED indicator and the right indicator show the charging status of the earbuds inside, and those indicators also show indication for charging of the case if you have this plugged in, which that's another feature of this. It has a built-in charger, which is kind of cool. You'll never need to have to find a charger for this case. Pretty awesome. Has a USB. It's just like a half USB connector. It doesn't have the whole encasing. So you can just stick this in your laptop or a charging block for the wall. It's not very long, so it'll be dangling, but it should be alright. Taking the earbuds out, we have them right here. They're flexible earpieces, so that's good. Overall, the quality and build is plastic, and the rubber tip, not bad. I mean, it makes them lighter and stuff and makes them to be budget friendly. So let's stick them in. And the earbuds have a voice that speaks to you, like ready to pair, paired, connected, all that kind of stuff. Battery medium, battery low. They tell you what you need to know. They aren't uncomfortable though. I've used these quite a bit and I love them. They aren't uncomfortable. You shouldn't be worried about that. As far as them being fitting well, you have multiple tips available, small, medium, large, plus there's foam tips, so mess around with all of those to see what your perfect fit is. I've changed mine. I think they fit a little better because sometimes they can feel a little loose and you want to push them in, but that's what the different connectors are for, to find your best fit. All ears are different. Like I said, they have 4 different sets of ear tips, which is pretty awesome. Small, medium, large, plus there's a separate foam tip. So that's a look at what you get. As for the design and quality of the case in general, it's plastic, but I'd say it's a good design. They do the best they can with what they have. It gives you a lot of battery. It gives you a charger built in. It gives you indicators. The case has a pretty good feel. It's not too loose or anything like that. The only downside is the portability, but sacrifice of that, you get more batteries. So overall, good build, quality, and design of earbuds and case. They provide features so that you can be listening for longer and so that you can be more comfortable and have better listening. So let's take a look at some of the features. That was just some design, build quality, and what was in the box, but let's take a look at some of the features. This has a movie mode, which means you can watch videos and stuff with lower latency. I presume it takes more battery or something like that, but you won't have as much lag, or maybe none at all, when watching a movie. So you won't see the person speaking ahead of the audio, which that's a nice thing. They have that. And then they have the music mode, which is what its default is. That's for listening to music, obviously, and listening to audio, but I think that may take less battery life than the movie mode. I'm not positive, but it makes sense why they would include both of those. And this also has a Be Aware mode. This allows you to be able to hear your surroundings and hear your music with your earbuds in. So now ideally you don't have to take your earbuds out when running on the street. You can hear your surroundings. It amplifies things, like I'll be in the car with it on, and if you like hit the console or something, you can hear it amplify pretty loud. You put your phone in the dash or something that amplifies it. So it's interesting, some of the things it amplifies, like if you pop a bone, crack your knuckles, or whatever, it picks it up pretty well. It's kind of interesting. I haven't used it a whole lot around voices. I think it could do maybe a little better, but it's not bad. Overall, it's a great feature to have. I don't use it a whole lot, but I use it occasionally. Besides that mode, it's obviously a default to isolating noise. This doesn't really claim to be noise canceling, but they isolate out the noise very, very well. It's quite impressive. You just hear your music for the most part. Very impressive noise isolation. This also has custom EQ settings you can do right on the earbuds. Very amazing, very awesome. Some stuff doesn't have that. And some music apps and settings on your phone, you can't even change Bluetooth EQ settings. So that is awesome that you can change EQ right on the device. There's 3 modes of EQ: bass boosted, balanced, and then there's the JLab signature, which is like a trademarked one, where it has amplified vocals and bass. So I like to use bass boosted. I like the bass quite a bit, so I use that mode, and it's pretty good. It has great bass. The normal mode is pretty good as well. Doesn't have quite as much bass, but might be normal level amounts. Overall, the sound quality is great. Highly would recommend for a more budget-friendly set of earbuds. I can't really show you guys what they sound like, obviously, but take my word for it. I would recommend for a budget device. They sound pretty good to me. Great, in fact. And I would recommend them. I've used a fair amount of budget audio products, and this is great. Highly would recommend. Now, obviously, if you compare these to Apple's AirPods Pro or some other high-quality, expensive audio products, you may be disappointed, but I would highly recommend them for the price. They have great sound quality. You can use these one at a time, like one earbud in, one in the case. You can use them both in. Very, very standard stuff nowadays. They work well though. I haven't had connection issues much at all, and it's great that you can use one or the other or both, so that's awesome. These claim to have 40+ hours of playtime, and that includes 34 hours in the case, and that includes 6.5 hours for the earbuds. So Part of the reason I've charged my case multiple times, even though it's been over a month, is because I wanted to top off the charge, or they were low on charge. Not necessarily because they were dead, maybe a couple times, but overall these have great battery life. Even though this is a bigger case and less portable, you get great battery life, which is awesome. So lack in portability, but high in battery quality. That's the great part about them. These are also IP66 rated, so that means they are sweat proof, water droplet proof, etc. They don't claim a whole lot. That might be partly for legal reasons and they don't want to get themselves in trouble, but I think they'll be safer more than just sweating in the gym. Here's the official IP66 definition. So that is a look at the major features. There are other features though, and we'll take a look at them in a second, but overall it has a great ass set of features for a budget price. Great sound quality, great design, good build quality. So far I would highly recommend these earbuds. I like them a lot and I use them a lot. But on the side of the box they tell the controls, and in the manual they tell the controls. These can be confusing, but you can change volume, you can skip a track, you can pause/play, you can answer a phone call, decline a phone call, do Siri, change the EQ, hang up, switch modes like music, movie, be aware mode, all on the earbuds. So they have sensitive buttons, like touch sensitive. They're not like physical buttons, but as you can see right here, the logo is a button. You just tap it. You gotta be specific about it. You can't just like kind of touch the side of it. You gotta touch it straight on. Various taps and touches and amounts of taps and touches do various things. You'll have to read up on it. You can kind of learn them on your own without looking, but I would recommend looking at them. So we pretty much went over most of the features, design, etc. about these earbuds. I would recommend them. I love using them and use them a lot. They've been a great companion to me. Great overall. But before we go, let's take a brief final review of the product. First off, we just start with design and build quality. Design, great. Build quality is pretty good as well. It's plastic, allows for it to be lighter and cheaper than some other alternative materials, and that is what most of the earbuds, even expensive earbuds, are made out of, is plastic. So great design and build quality. These allow for high flexibility. They're not going to break unless you really put the stress on them. They have a magnetic charging, go into their place pretty well, and they charge kind of like some watches do. But overall, great design. The bigger case, although not portable, allows for more batteries, so I would say that's fine. Nice indicators to show what's happening. The left on the right side and the right on the left is a little unfortunate. That and the portability are my only complaints about the design. But the portability isn't a complaint because you get great batteries. So the only thing is, I wish they could have figured out maybe a different way to position the earbuds in there while still having the case and the inside look great. Because the left on the right and the right on the left is a little ironic, but not a big deal at all. You figure out pretty quickly which side they go on. They say, in fact, left, right. So that shouldn't be a problem if you just pay attention. Sound quality, great. Highly would recommend for a budget product. I like to use the bass boosted. Great bass, in fact. The JLab Signature should be fine. The balance should be fine. Haven't used the balance, but I've used the JLab Signature, and it was less bass, but that might be the normal levels. But I liked bass boosted. It has more than I think the JLab Signature did. So great sound quality, especially great for a budget device. I would recommend that aspect of it. And for features, outstanding. Movie mode, be aware mode, just normal standard mode of isolating noise out. You can change the EQ. It has IP66 sweat-proof resistance, has long battery life, so great amount of features. So that is amazing. So overall, that makes this a great product. I would recommend it. Obviously, this is more for sport applications, so it has a loop around the ear. If you don't like that, then there are alternatives without that and not as sport friendly, but these aren't as likely to fall off your ears. And mess around with the tips to figure out how they fit on. It'll be different for every ear. I've had a little bit of trouble, like you want to readjust them and stuff, but I've done that with other earbuds, and I've changed the tips, which has helped some. So you shouldn't have too much problem with them fitting. They have 4 different sets of tips. So, and plus the loop, you keep them on your ears, and with the tips, you should be comfortable. So, highly would recommend this product. Great product. Good job, JLab. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope this review was helpful. Please leave it a like, Subscribe if you found this helpful. It would mean a lot. Comment questions about it. Hopefully I can answer those for you. If you like this shirt, I apologize for mean Christians. Great message by the Jesus Loves You company. I'm sorry if Christians have been misrepresented to you. If they have, I'm sorry about that. If you like this shirt, you can go to the link in the description and potentially get this shirt if available, or other similar shirts. Use the code Tornado7 for a 15% discount. You'll be supporting me, sharing a good message with others, and be looking great. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope it was a help. Have a great day, guys. Goodbye.